What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jerome Strickland. Come back with you for another edition of Tell Like It Is right here on YouTube. This has been an interesting weekend, folks. In the women's national championship game, there are a lot of controversy going on in that yesterday's game between Iowa and LSU. There's a whole lot of trash talking going on. We'll talk more about it. And also, we're going to bring up what's going on in the men's finals tonight, and it's gonna be awesome. So make sure y'all tune in. And if y'all y'all want to come in and join live, come on live right now, folks. We on live. We're on live on YouTube, y'all. Want to chit chat with this topic? Just come on in and join. Because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get it on, folks. So in today's topic, this week's topic on Tell Like It is none other than smack talking in the world of women's sports. That's right, smack talking in the women's sports. What they say about yesterday's game, man? Oh, they criticized that sister because she did this to her and this to her. They make a big problem. It was the white girl started it first. She's the one that started first in doing this to her. They didn't say nothing about it. But the girl LSU had did that to her. To that, everybody make a big deal out of it because she's black. To me, that's stereotyping, man. And they let that white girl get away with it. From her name named Clark. She was out. She was started that mess. Being disrespectful. Talking about the way out in what you did to the girl from South Carolina because they sported an upset win over South Carolina and talking a lot of trash. And they ain't saying nothing about it. Ain't that something? Is it true? There's no need to be. I mean, this is completely bull right here, man. This right here is completely bull. And I don't know about what y'all think. But they got a problem with a sister who did that, man. What kind of person was that trying to make a big deal out of what she did, man? Rubbing in the face. No, that's that. They tell me that what crossed the line. Say she crossed the line. Bust bull right there. That is completely bull. That's complete bull right here, man. If y'all agree, feel free to join in. And also, if you like my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, folks. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe if you like this channel. Like I said, today's topic again is smack talking. That's why I said today's topic is smack talking in the world of sports. There's been a lot of smack talking lately. And I mean some serious smack talking, folks. And I mean these smack talking. And somebody make a big issue out of it. I mean, somebody make a big, huge issue out of it, man. What did y'all think about all this? I mean, I don't think, come on, folks. Everybody has a problem with it. Truth about our team. Like somebody has a problem with it. When what that woman from Iowa did was very disrespectful. And they ain't say nothing about it. I mean, not a doggone thing. They ain't say nothing about her doing this to her, to a South Carolina player when they got beat Saturday by Iowa, score upset in their unbeaten season for national championship. Did this to her with a ring, and they ain't say nothing, and they ain't say anything about it. And Coach Staley of South Carolina had something to say about it. Let's listen in, folks.
Okay, it's a good question. Okay, we're not bar fighters. We're not thugs. We're not monkeys. We're not street fighters. This team exemplifies how you need to approach basketball. On the court, and off the court. And I do think that that's sometimes brought into the game, and it hurts. Okay. And I do think that some of I'm gonna say it because I said I was gonna say it, whether we lost or whether we won. Some of the people in the media, when you're gathering in public, you're saying things about our team, and you're being heard, and it's being brought back to me. Okay, and these are the people that write nationally for our sport. So you can not like our team. Okay, you can not like me. But when you say things that you probably should be saying in your home, on the phone, or texting out in public, and you're being heard, and you are a national writer for our sport, it just confirms what we already know. So watch what you say when you're in public and you're talking about my team in particular.
You hear that? She's telling like it is, folks. Like I'm in term. From some negative sports writers say something bad about the South Carolina team that Iowa had beaten to play the national championship, and then Caleb Clare girl from Iowa did all this to them, and they did nothing about it. Ain't saying anything about it. So what she say, it's a fact. Some negative sports writers think they could say something bad about their team. That I would say that South Carolina had a good year. They played a very good basketball game, fairly. But Harper didn't make it to the national championship. And some people like rubbing in their faces. They were right in their faces, man. And that's not right whatsoever. That was totally wrong. When they something bad about they lost because I would make a big deal because I would beat them, and they being cocky and arrogant, man. That's a slap in the face. And she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. Don't you be watch what they say, man. I'll give her credit. She should be a coach of the year, man. She should be a coach. She had a good season and a good basketball season career. And I would give her props for that, man. But I didn't like what they did. I didn't like what she said, but
truth about our team.
But she said it's true. Okay. You don't talk bad about the other team, man. And this right here, and this right when they won, well, I got congratulations to LSU. They play an amazing game. They play, and they will say what they had to say about all this. Let's hear. Mm-hmm. And now, I'm gonna show you what she's talking about. Here's right here. What? Yeah, see? See, that ain't nothing. You call that disrespect? You call this right here a disrespect, man? Because that was disrespectful? Baloney. That's completely baloney right there. That's part of the game. That's part of the game right there. Everybody want to make a big issue out of it, man. I mean, everybody want to make a big issue out of all this. That's the trash talking is the name of the game. And see, to me, everyone play a stereotype game. Want to be stereotype, like stereotype because of black, because the sister did that to her. Man, that's stereotyping. They make a big issue out of it, man. But they ain't going after Kayla Clark. What she did is did she? You call it controversy? Oh my, that was bull right there, man. That right there was a complete bull. Cause ain't nobody to blame but you, Kayla. You may be a good basketball player, but I'll be damned. You gonna try to make him cry about what she did to you? They're disrespectful. You did the same thing too. You did the same doggone thing too. You started it, she finished it. End the story. Period. Move on. You and every sports want to make a big issue out of it. Make a big deal out of this mess, man. If trash is about because they trash talking. It's that right there is the name of the game. And some people can't take the heat. Some people they cannot take the heat. They can't take it. Y'all can't take it, then get out the kitchen. I'm sorry. You can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Because what I'm saying is this, man. I'm saying this, man. This is the most, excuse me, folks, because this right here is way across. This right here is just way across the line here. Way across the line about all this. Because they say about Clinton. That's to me is like a racial profile. Yeah, that's right. I said it's just a race. Yeah, I said it's just a racial profile right there to me. And they got audacity to criticize the system of LSU, man. I mean, they criticize it big time. Don't have any respect. But she started it first. But her started it first. And they ain't saying nothing about it. Not a doggone thing about it. That's some foul stuff right there. A very, very foul stuff. Look, check. Look at this. Look at this right here. I want y'all to look at this. Well, everybody look at this right here. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. She did this. She did it to them. And look at that. Going right back to him. You gonna tell me y'all gonna criticize this one right here? Y'all gonna say and criticize this woman right here, this girl right from LSU doing this to her? You gonna tell me you gonna criticize this to her? Trash talking? Man, come on, man. That's the name of the game, man. That's the name of the game, people. I mean, everybody got something to say about it. Feel free to go on. I want to hear some viewers have to say it. I want on the chat line. Come on. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment on what you think about that yesterday's women's national championship game. Everybody think they saw that the sister from LSU crossed the line. You ain't say nothing about her from Iowa crossed the line, did it? They want to mess with the black because she's black. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. I mean, come on, people. This like don't make no sense whatsoever. None. Completely none. Y'all want to put a sister because she did like this to her, man. Because she did that John Cena move. That ain't nothing. So that John Cena move like this. And they talking about put a ring on it. That is not crossing the line, man. That is not crossing the line. Y'all gonna tell me that the sister did this to her, did like this to her, did like this, and this to her? Come on. What everybody's looking at, man? What's everybody looking at, man? Come on. So who got a problem with filthy? Excuse me, water. Feel free to chat online, folks. Come let you know I'm on live. I'm on live. Feel free to chat about what you think about what's going on trash talk of yesterday's national championship. Come on, people. Let me hear what y'all have to say about all this. Tell me how y'all feel. I'm on live. Tell me how y'all feel. So, I say this. There's a lot of trash talking in the world of sports. There's a lot of trash talking in the world of sports. You got football. We know pro basketball. Then hockey and baseball. And then soccer. It's all over. It's everywhere in the sport. There's trash talking everywhere in the sport. I'm tell you, some people trash talk, they back it up. No, they back it up. And if you got something saying it's talking to trash, they need to zip it. We know some players from each years who trash talk. And some people are a master of trash talking. We know who they are. We know who they are. Who love to trash talk. And especially in the women. I mean, this what I gotta say now. I mean, they hating on her, man. They be hating on her like I know what. Like this, like I say, it say like, but I got this on here say, it's like with this woman right here did this woman right here did this, and then she did right back to her, man. You gonna tell me is that's disrespect? What she did and say nothing about it? Come on, man. Give me a break. I mean, give me a break, man. I mean, come on, man. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. This is crossing the line right there. So, see, they hating on the sister. I want you to listen to this. What they say. I want to hear what they say about this.
Being a dog is my second nature. Where I'm from, when you step on that court, you better be ready to defend your name and your spot. You think there's going to be handouts? There's no handouts. There are no excuses. If I had been a little sweeter, softer, or nicer, I wouldn't be the player I am today. I wouldn't be breaking records. I wouldn't be setting trends. I wouldn't be the double queen, the Bayou Barbie, or even just going viral. She blocked that while holding her own shoe. I'm here to put Baltimore on the map for the young girls that are looking up to me where I'm from. So you want me to be nice? Nah, I'm gonna play like Angel. I'm gonna walk that walk and I'm gonna talk that talk and I'm gonna be passionate and competitive. It paved the way for me, it made a lane for me, and it made me, me. The one and only, Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie, the double queen, and I won't be toning it down anytime soon.
Yeah. That's a portray. That's what we should portray at. That should betray as. But some people criticized Ms. Reese. Somebody criticized what she did. I mean, be a human being. She's a good ball player. And look at this. I want to read what it says on here. On the paper say, LSU star Angel Reese took an unapologetic stat after receiving criticism for her taunting at Iowa's Caitlin Clark. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They criticize her because she did this to her, man. And they say nothing about her. And Caitlin Clark started this whole thing. She's the one who started it. And Reese finished it. And they're gonna criticize her for that? You said, tell me they're gonna criticize Angel Reese for taunting? Clark started taunting first. Should want to start taunting first, man. I don't think it's fair. That ain't fair at all. I mean, what kind of crap is this, man? What kind of crap is this? And look at this. Man. And the read what it says. It says, LSU Reese unapologetic over underclassmen to Iowa's Clark at the NCAA championship. I mean, see, a historic win isn't what the people talking about. It's hand gesture made by a junior player. Injuries to Iowa's Kalen Clark after for Taunton. I mean, this is. I mean, Taunton. What kind of people is they talking about? I mean, this is outrage right here, folks. This is completely outrage. And then Claire is a good ball player, but she should have toned it down. And they hating on us so much, man. I mean, this is out of line right there.
How you doing? We're trying to find this here.
This is out of line here, man. Let's see. They won their first national championship, and then make a big deal. I mean, here's those people, and I mean, they was criticizing for doing that, and I mean, what kind of crap this people? When they criticize everything was on Facebook, and this is outrageous, man. This is totally out. I mean, everybody. I mean, this is completely bull right here. What they say about her. I mean, folks, what do y'all think about this? I mean, this is right here, folks. What y'all think about all this criticism that Angel Reese was getting? Because what she did to that Kelly Clark Iowa's unsportsmanship. You think was unsportsmanship or what? It's just the name of the game of trash talking, man. Everybody does the same thing, and nobody and y'all and these people make a bitch because she's black. This lady she is because she is black. That ain't right, y'all. That right there ain't right whatsoever. I mean, listen here, man. Playing a freshman, up and down with years in Maryland. After with South Carolina, went to ASU, and I mean, she was transferring.
This is why you came to LSU to become a national champion. How does it feel? It's year one, baby.
That's right. Listen to what y'all say.
Now, we beat every odd that they said we couldn't beat. We had 9 new pieces. Came in year 2. As long as we believed in each other, we got to where we wanted to be, and we national champs now. 34 double-doubles. How are you consistently able to do it? I do it without my teammates. I do everything with my teammates. I can't do it without them. I came here to first start, and then I'm a national champ. So, I had to double it. Thank you, Angel.
See? She used to play in Maryland. Now she got transferred to LSU. But they can't hear her. She won national championship. That was her going to win the national championship. And most definitely, this is going to be it's going to be interesting, folks. It's going to be interesting. I want to say this to all. I want to say this to all the. I mean, because this right here, what they think about all this. Everybody hate on her like that, man. Everybody hate on her. Hate on Angel. I mean, gonna say something bad about because what she did, man. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair whatsoever, folks. I want to spread this out. If you can't take the heat, I say, if you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen, man. That's what I would say. If y'all can't take criticism, if you can't take the heat, then get out the kitchen. That's what I would say. Get the bank out of the kitchen. So they won the national championship. Congratulations to LSU. They played a heck of a game and won it. They deserve it. And she deserved it. Yep, it's over. Most impressive. She deserved it. And Kayla Clark, man, she need to suck up and go, man. She's trying to be like a drama queen. She's trying to be like drama queen, man. And that's not right. She's trying to be like a drama queen. I'm trying to be like that damn drama queen, man. Which is not right. And most of she defend her taunt back. She defended back when she did that. I mean, that's a funny. Lee, she was using that. But Clark previously used the same hand gesture at LSU that she taught players with. And Clark did that mess too. Ain't nobody saying anything about it. And see, like I say, we all say it's true. We all say it's true, folks. What goes around comes around. It comes right back on the round. See, look at that. Looks like it's what it says to you. What goes around comes around. So what Caleb found it. Someone found his old torn at the comeback. Came back to bite him in the worst way after the game. And it did. It came right back to bite her. And she got what she deserved. And she then came back to bite her in the butt. That's what I would say. They came back to bite her in the butt. Bite her in the butt, man. So for in that case, they won. LSU had won the national championship, which is good. She deserved it. They deserve it, and congratulations to them. They play an amazing game. They play amazing game, folks. And that one was right here. Here's right here. Watch this. See, look at this. I want to show this tape. I want to show everybody what it was like. See, when they come across hit 0, watch this. See, I want to see it. I'm going to show you. See how they celebrate. They celebrating, and then here come the judge, and they caught the champion this very moment, and they won the trophy, and they took it. But you didn't see that this right here. See, how they felt. Now watch this. And see this coming. See, we're gonna tell them that you're a good player. Tells you a good player. So I'm gonna show and I want to show you. I'm gonna watch this. I want to see, they celebrating hug, and before you do that, we're gonna see how that taunting going on. It's coming. The taunting is coming. I'm gonna show you. They just shaking hands, telling them what it's like. That's lame. But won't you watch this? She's gonna shake hands. Watch this, and you'll see this coming. You didn't see it go. Well, they ain't showing it. They didn't show that one, so let's cut it out. They must cut it out. So I want to say, here comes. But they ain't talking about them. Mostly say, But they're not showing it. So see, they must show it. And so basically, everybody make a big deal out of it. That's my opinion. They make a big issue out of that mess, man. A big issue out of her, man. It is trash talking is just a game. It's just a game, folks. Leave everything off the field. Leave that trash on the court, not off the court. I mean, this right here is way out of hand. Everybody make a big issue out of it, man. I mean, a big issue out of it. Everybody has a problem with the trash talking. Feel free to say something. And I understand she's upset. Most of the game from that game at LSU. I mean, I know how they're upset about all this. So I want y'all to hear what you have to say because I want y'all to let y'all know what's going on. They had a good season, and on describe how that meant, and Iowa beat them. They was taunting like I know what, man. I mean, she was taunting at them because they broke snapped their unbeaten streak, and sent them home not playing the national championship. That was a heartbreaking. That was taunting to me. So basically, I want you to hear this.
She goes into more detail. She wants to see you succeed. So yeah, seriously, no pictures.
To our right, Michelle, go ahead. Michelle Smith from the Next. Aaliyah, to come into this game unbeaten, do you think that added any pressure or anything extra in the fact that you guys haven't lost a game this season and had a 42-game winning streak? Does that just add anything when you come into this atmosphere?
I mean, I think the only pressure is just, you want to go to a national championship game. You want to compete for that. I mean, we were undefeated, but that we kind of had to push that to the back burner because just like you said, we're in the season where you don't want to lose, and so we weren't really focused on, our streak or how long we've been undefeated. It was really just about what we want to compete to go to the next step.
Yeah, this is gonna go, but I got hand it off to South Carolina. They had an amazing season. They made it, but sad, but they didn't make the national championship because I feel heartbroken for them. They played their butts off. They want to win. They want to win the national championship. That was their goal. Undefeated or what? That's their goal. And they got him out. They had to help side. Say, Miss Deuce, you're a good coach. You did a good job. You deserve the Coach of the Year award. That my opinion. George, you coached how was good. You deserve to be a Coach of the Year. That's my opinion. Coach of the Year.
After Mania.
Yeah. So we're gonna get back in it. So this right here is gonna be out of control. Something to be done, and most definitely, this is gonna be art. So that's what I have to say. They deserve it. Can't hate on it. And those who criticize them, man, I'm criticizing them, man. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of all y'all this. I'm ashamed of all y'all what y'all been doing, man. Y'all criticized these girls for a long time, man, in the national championship. So they tell you so they're not. But they're not. They disrespect them. They should not. So you tell me that. Let me hear this one more time. I want y'all to listen to this.
Okay. We're not bar fighters.
Nope.
We're not thugs.
Nope.
We're not monkeys.
Nope.
We're not street fighters.
Nope.
This team exemplifies how you need to approach basketball on the court and off the court. And I do think that that's sometimes brought into the game. And it hurts. Okay. And I do think that some of I'm gonna say it because I said I was gonna say it, whether we lost or whether we won. Some of the people in the media, when you're gathering in public, you're saying things about our team and you're being heard and it's being brought back to me. Okay? And these are the people that write nationally for our sport. So you can not like our team. Okay, you can not like me. But when you say things that you probably should be saying in your home, on the phone, or texting out in public, and you're being heard, and you are a national writer for our sport, it just confirms what we already know. So watch what you say when you're in public and you're talking about my team in particular. Just watch what you say about our team because it's wrong. You got young lives who are really, if you really knew them, like you really want to know other players that represent this game, you would think differently. So don't judge us by the color of our skin, okay? Judge us by how we approach the game. And you may not like how we play the game, may not like it. That's the way we play. That's the way I coach. I'm not changing. We found success in it. Maybe some days, like today, we end up on the losing side of the stick. But guess what? We live to see another day. We live to see the comeback next year and try to do this again. Because I'm not changing. But I hear you.
Yep. She me every last bit one of them. Some people disrespect them because they are racist. That's what the problem. And all the trash talking about them, y'all think y'all better than anybody. I think South Carolina women's team has a good coach. They have an excellent coach who stand up and say what you have to say, and she ain't holding nothing back. I applaud you. I applaud you for that. You got my respect. You are a good coach. You deserve a female coach of the year. That's my opinion, and I agree everything you say. What she say is true. I gotta give you props on that. She's a down to earth kind of coach, really down to earth, and that's what everybody should have. She's a down to earth coach, man. And most importantly,
ladies and gentlemen,
and Stephen A.
Caitlin Clark. She's been a gift.
And Stephen A. got something to say about her. I'm going to hear what Stephen J. A. had to say about her.
To push that back. I mean, this young lady is spectacular. She's been great for women's basketball overall, not just college basketball, but women's basketball. I think she has the potential, when all is said and done, to be arguably the greatest ever, because when you have that kind of range and that kind of handle, and you can pull up from the parking lot like Steph Curry, for crying out loud, I think that's something that you can transition to the next level, and it's going to be spectacular to see, and I can't wait to see it. But here's the reality of the situation. She instigated this kind of stuff. Let's call it what it is. She was waving. She was doing the Cena. How about what she did to Raven Johnson? She didn't just go into the lane and not guard her against South Carolina in the national semifinal. She waved her off. She didn't mind being disrespectful. So why is it that we're hesitant to bring that up? See, here's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to dilute your point by any stretch in it, because I get where you're coming from. And as a lady, you should take that position along with Molly about how we all need to grow up and accept the fact that these women are highly competitive, they're highly gifted and skilled, and we should give them the love and respect and deference they deserve. But I'm going a step further with this. We all know that there's a white-black issue here, because the fact of the matter is, when Caitlin did it, people were celebrating it, and they were talking about nothing but her greatness. But then the second a sister stepped up and threw it back in her face, now you got half the basketball world saying, well, you know what, that's not the classiest thing to do. Yeah. That's not the way.
It was the exact same thing.
It was the exact same thing. Now, you can make an argument that if they're doing excessive celebration in her face after the game is over, all right, then you could make that argument. But you had people complaining about it when she was doing it during the game. Wait a minute. LSU told you before the game. Yeah. But we didn't like how she was acting towards South Carolina. She ain't going to do that against us. Correct me if I'm wrong, Janae. This is exactly what they were saying. Going into the game, they let the basketball world know, y'all think that this is going to be some storybook ending for her. Y'all must have got it twisted. We coming, and we going to get at her. They told you before the game, then they got in the game, got all up in her in Iowa, was up by 17 at the half, and you're waving, you're doing the Cena, well, I ain't here, doing all of that other stuff, and you're bringing up what she did to the competition. Yeah. I'm so happy that Caitlin Clark handled it the way that she did, because in the throes of competition, she's fessing up to, listen, I ain't paying attention to that. They were getting the better of me. I was focused on the moment and the fact that I was with my teammates. But that's all she could say, because she kind of instigated this. And the fact that hasn't been brought up tells us a lot about our society as a whole. Yes, Shanae Ogumike is not taking it there. I'm taking it there. You know exactly what the hell you're doing as people when you want to bring up how Angel Reese acted, but you don't want to bring up how Caitlin Clark acted.
Janae,
that's the inconsistency.
Janae,
That's the story.
See? Even Stephen A. Stills is telling the truth. That she instigate this. Stephen A. Stills is telling us like it is. Caitlin Clark, you instigate this whole thing. You want to make this out of a little so-called fairy tale season. When you did that girl in South Carolina with disrespect, you did that. That was out of disrespect. And you celebrated and they ain't saying nothing about it. But she's disrespecting the game and they ain't said nothing about it. They celebrated. But LSU, excuse me, but LSU Angel Reese did it. You got a problem with it. You instigate this whole thing. I agree with Stevie Smith saying. You want this so-called fairy tale like a Cinderella. Want to be a Cinderella of this tournament. Some people want to be a Cinderella. And you, Caitlin Clark, want to be a Cinderella. That is not happening. Trying to be a Cinderella. Because what you did was not good. And it came right back in your face. The old say is true. Like they always say, what goes around comes around. And Caitlin Clark, it came right back on around again on you. It came right back on. Like I said one more time, what goes around comes around. Deal with it. It's the name of the game. The name of the game. So stop that whining and crying about what she did to you. What disrespectful. You started it. You finished it. Excuse me, folks. You started it. You deal with it. And I'm telling you like it is, Clark. Learn to deal with it. You learn to deal with it. You talking all that smack. You been trying something throughout the game, and now it can come right back in your face. Right back in your face. And we told you what's going to happen. What, folks? And they told you what's going to happen. You played a good game, but you should never try to talk. You shouldn't do no sinning. You shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have done that. Done no John Cena. You shouldn't have done Cena like that. Done John Cena and like that. And what you do that? You crossed the line. And she and Angel Reese did right back at you. And did it right back at you. And you want to make a problem out of it. You want to make an issue out of it. Say you disrespectful. You started this you instigate the whole thing. I mean, you definitely instigate the whole thing. Don't try and blame nobody. Ain't nobody to blame but yourself. Your ego got the best of you. I'll say it again. Your ego has got the best of you. And nobody egos but your ego. Your ego get the best of you. And that's what happens when you have a big ego, being arrogant, being cocky and arrogant, and being too arrogant, it'll blow right back in your face. And that's what happened yesterday's game. Game in the national championship in Dallas. It rubbed right back in your face. Big time. Extremely big time. Like I said, congratulations to LSU for winning the national championship. They deserve it. LSU Tigers deserved it. That's their first national championship. They made history, and they deserve it. And that coach wearing outfit, like the glitter outfit that coach wearing for LSU coach. What outfit? Look glitter to me. I mean, like a fashion show or something? It's like a fashion show, but all the jokes aside, Caitlin Clark, You should have kept your mouth shut. You should have been professional and stop doing this, because it's gonna come right back in your face. Come right back to bite you. And that's exactly what they did. Came right back to bite you. So basically, that's when the next lesson from all this in the world of sports, if you trash talk, you better learn to back it up. You definitely need to learn to back it up. And tonight's night for the men's championship game between San Diego State and UConn. Who's gonna win the national championship? UConn or San Diego State? I'll say UConn might win that one. Win the national championship. So basically, I won't say any trash talking going on. So we're going, and then what a WrestleMania weekend we had. That WrestleMania weekend. Some people didn't want Cody was going to finish the book, but that didn't happen. But how hell or high water, another fluke. But no, with help from the own players, on his own bloodline. With help from the bloodline, Roman Reigns remains. Once again, Roman remains the unified WWE Universal Champion. He's still on to the title, man. Thanks to the help from the Usos. Once again, interfered in the match for the last time. I don't think this is gonna be over yet between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. They trying to take over the whole damn company. But it's blood about to crumble pretty soon, because the Usos lost the unified tag team titles on Saturday against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Owens and Zayn are the new unified tag team champions. They beat the Usos for the title. And also, we got a brand new women's SmackDown Women's Champion, and her name is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley got the gold. She's a new SmackDown Women's Champion. She beat Charlotte Flair. She finally beat Flair. Finally beat Charlotte Flair for the title. Yep, two title change hands. The rest is still the same, which is up, but one's good match. And Bianca Belair maintained the Raw Women's Championship. She defeated Asuka. That was a hell of a match there. A hell of a match. That no good theory of the maintain United States Championship by his underhanded tactics. Do whatever it takes to win. He does do whatever it takes to win. Cheat is that's the only way. He does whatever it takes to win. And everybody was sick of him. Everybody's sick of him. And also, man, he keep going. That man is unstoppable. Big Gunther, he is unstoppable. He still remains the Intercontinental Champion. Remains the Intercontinental Champion. Wow. He said, who can stop him? Everybody tried it. Ain't nobody can stop this big mountain from it. Stop this big mountain right there, folks. And also, so Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus have scored a victory over Damage Control and Bayley. They beat Bayley and Damage Control on Saturday. And also, Edge had won the Hell in a Cell match. Rey Mysterio beat his son Dominic, put his son in his place, and that's what happens. He read about and whip him with it. He whip him real good. And also, we know, and also, and Seth Rollins beat that fool. beating that TikTok star. And also, what a WrestleMania it was. I mean, what a WrestleMania. It was like I said, and pretty soon, this month coming up, it's gonna be an NFL draft coming. The draft is coming pretty soon. We can't wait for the draft. The NFL draft coming. Who gonna go? When I say in the draft, we need to draft some offensive line. We need to draft some offensive line, folks. To get upgrade offensive line, we need, and what we need to come in from on a later pick. And also we're gonna wherever live gonna be. Jerome gonna be there live. So we'll have a live draft. We'll have a live draft suggestion, a draft party discussion. We'll have a draft round, special draft round pretty soon. I'll let you know when the date is gonna be. So we're gonna talk about how was going down the draft, how it happened in the draft, and we're gonna talk about which grade we're gonna give him, and we read how they're going to do in the preseason and the regular season. And also, it's baseball season. It's still early. It's still early in the game. Who's going to be still during the opening days after those things. But they made the new rule in baseball. Make sure they go faster. Each ball player have 15 seconds to get in position. 15 seconds to get in position, get in the right position. So to make the game go quicker. I mean, move new room for baseball. It's new room for baseball. I mean, old fashioned, put the old one out the way, add something new. That's change the game of baseball. I mean, what did y'all think? That 15 second, they're fixing the position. They put a 15 second clock. They should change the world of baseball. Change the natural pastime. We don't know yet. What the Nationals going to do? What the Orioles going to do? We don't know yet. We'll find out and see, folks. We'll find out and see when the season starts, because it's gonna be a spring and summer all the way to September, in October when we get to the playoffs. It's gonna be a long. It's gonna be like 100-something game. It's plenty of time for catch up. Who's gonna make it to the playoffs? But it's still early, folks. We got a long season to go. A very long season going in baseball. And also, as a veteran been ejected from the game today. I mean, for what? He might tell you he didn't like, and he got ejected. We don't know they won't keep up. Then was ejected. What he got ejected for. And also, in soccer, we're going to see how DC United going to do the upcoming season. Well, we're going to have a first loss for these defenders in the XFL. If it's true, we'll make sure it's true or not. We'll see how it is. So we'll make sure it's true. How true it's going to be. How they going to bounce back with their first loss against Orlando. I tell you, it's going to be a tough game against Orlando. In Orlando, I tell you, it's going to be tough. Because we can't predict what's going to happen. We'll see how they're going to do it. That game was tough. They were trying going back and forth. It was like a back and forth, but at the end, somebody had to win, somebody have to lose. And it's XFL, not the NFL, the XFL. Not the one with Vince McMahon doing. Oh no, not what Vince McMahon had been defunct. Oh no. Extreme Championship, Extreme Football League. I'll say Extreme Football League. So basically, like I said, trash talk is the name of the game. Tonight's topic. Once again, my tonight's topic: Trash talking in the world of sports, that's just name of the game. And the trash talking got way out of hand. Some people let the man got way out of hand. And some people could criticize about about this man. I mean, they need to stop whining and crying and stop criticizing them. Continue to criticize them more. It's gonna cause a lot of problems, man. So basically, where the gangsters at? Where the dollars at? I mean, South Carolina, I think they did. They had a good season. South Carolina had a pretty good season, folks. We can't get upset about that. I mean, it's gonna be tough. Where the gangsters at? Where the doctors at? They shoot. I made you look. Where the gangsters at? Where the doctors at? It's gonna be interesting, folks. This season's gonna be interesting.
Everyone is focused.
It's gonna be interesting. So, this has been a good. Like I said, it's been a good WrestleMania season. Been a good WrestleMania weekend. And Clark, first to beat Clark and Oliver. I mean, that's the name of the game. You can't try to keep. You can't hate the player who play a good game like that. You can't do that. Where the gangsters at? I have to walk away from the comment. I mean, this Trash Talk got the gold. Trash Talk got keep me on the field, on the court. Trash talking is the name. Trash talking is the name of the game. Like I said, it's the name of the game. So basically, this is going way out of hand. And also, folks, I gotta head to anybody a Lamar Jackson fan. I think Lamar Jackson's gonna be sitting out for the whole entire season. He might sit out the whole season because he don't know what he's doing. I would say if he have an experienced agent. He should have an experienced agent. That's how I say. He need an experienced agent. That's what he need, an experienced agent. This is right here. It's ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. We made you look. So basically, this is getting way out of hand, folks. Where the gangsters at? Where the dollars at?
Okay, I preface everything I say.
And listen what the skate bears have to say, folks, about this.
About a month ago, for sure, I've been following her all year, but happened to watch a game with our man Lil Wayne at his place, watched his LSU Tigers, and he is over the moon about this team and this player. He loves him some Angel Reese. And that day, as I watched, so did I. I like her body language. I like her charisma. I like her overall impact on a game because she is a double machine. And I will remind you, remember, she transferred from Maryland just for this year.
Because I think she's from Maryland.
She is. And in the 3 times at Maryland that she played Caitlin Clark's team at Iowa, they went 3-0. So she has beaten her pretty regularly, soundly before. Okay, so I got a whole lot to say about this. I'll start from the end to the taunting. Mm-hmm. I also had zero problems with this because of what Caitlin Clark is. Why is she the best player in women's college basketball? Because she is a miniature Larry Bird. You grew up loving Larry Bird.
Did,
I know all about Larry Bird. He was the trash talker of his generation. He didn't do it overtly. He did it covertly.
Right.
I covered Mark Aguirre in Dallas, and he used to just pour his heart out to me as he's always in my ear. He's always telling me, you ain't, you know what?
Right.
And he turns right around and backs it up.
Yes.
He'll say, I'm about to hit this in your face. And he hit it in my face. And Mark Aguirre was intimidated in awe of Larry Bird.
Yes.
When Mark Aguirre was at DePaul, he was the baddest man.
Man, please. What are you talking about, Travis? Man, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Me, you don't know what you're talking about. So I say this to you. Skip Bayless, you don't know what you're talking about, man. That trash talk, she did get transferred from Maryland. She was transferred from Maryland to go to LSU. That was a good school. She got transferred from Maryland. I mean, they beat her twice, so she got her number. All that transfers going on. So basically, so Caleb Clark, you need to suck it up and stop bitching and get ready for next season. You want to take some criticize about her taunting. You started the whole thing. You started taunting, and she finished it. So get over it. The best team won. That problem, let it go. You started, you finished it. I'm Jerome Strickland. And I definitely tell it like it is. I hope if you like my channel, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel for complete content. And check out my latest episode from my show that I talked about. Hope the next time we'll get into the draft. Who the Washington pick? We'll have a round table. We'll have a round table pretty soon. So we'll have a round table pretty soon. It's gonna be awesome during the draft weekend. So stay tuned for all that. We're gonna talk about, especially for Burgundy and Gold. It's gonna be awesome. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Jerome Strickland. Make sure, remember, with power and majesty, dominion, authority, God always reigns. God bless. I'll see you back again this week. See you back again soon. I'm out. Peace.